What is up, guys? Welcome back to Ostis TV, the coolest channel on my grass. Today I'm gonna be doing a draw my life video.
That's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe. Yeah.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Draw My Life. My name is Austin Nash Chase. I've had a pretty normal life, except for a few things. I was born in West Hills, California on St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17, 2003. Apparently, this makes me very lucky. More on that later. My parents are Michael and Tammy Chase. My dad is a prop maker. He builds sets for TV shows and movies, and my mom is a beauty supplies sales rep. No, she isn't my manager. I have a half-sister named Devin, who is 13 years older and lives in Wisconsin, and a brother named Tiger, who is 6 years older than me and is currently in college in Utah. Yes, his name is Tiger. I was born a healthy baby, even though I had a hemangioma that would slowly take over my chest. It got huge. After 11 months of visits to Children's Hospital, I had to undergo a much-needed mastectomy. I guess being born a boy is part of what makes me lucky. Even with over 150 internal and external stitches, the day after surgery I started crawling for the first time. For the next 2 years I lived without, well, you get what I mean. At 3.5 years old, I found myself back at Children's Hospital to have reconstructive surgery to restore my left side. In 2008, about a year after my last surgery, my mom and I created a foundation called Happy Places. We wanted to give back to the doctors in the division of plastic and maxillofacial surgery by transforming their waiting room into an undersea world. With the help of the Dream Painter, we were able to create a place for the children to relax, enjoy, and forget momentarily the challenges that lie ahead. It was a huge success. My surgeries didn't hold me back at all. I was always a pretty outgoing kid. When I was in kindergarten, the staff at my school would always tell my mom how funny I was and how I would sing for them, and everyone would gather around on the playground to listen. They suggested to my mom that I should try out acting. Unsure if I would like it, my mom got me a stand-in job on a Mattel commercial to see how I'd do. I was just kind of like a placeholder while they got their cameras set up. The boy they booked wasn't cooperating, and the producer loved what I was doing as stand-in, so I got the job instead. This was a week before I turned 6, and that is how I got my first commercial. Just a whole lot of luck. You might have seen it on Nickelodeon. It was for a Turbo-Fill Blasters. It aired a lot. After a few months, a friend suggested we meet with their agent. Soon, my life was filled with acting classes, dance lessons, theater performances, memorizing lines, and doing homework in the car. Lots of it, all the time, hours and hours in the car. To and from auditions and acting class and dance lessons and theater. But I loved it, especially working. The food on set is the best. Have you seen my behind the scenes video for a commercial shoot? Link in bio. You should go watch it. Pretty good video. Anyways, I started booking commercials for Lunchables, Buick, Jeep, McDonald's, Hot Wheels, and even had a couple of co-star roles on the TV shows NCIS Los Angeles and Community. I've gone to work with a lot of celebrities like LL Cool J and Chevy Chase. I've even done stunt work where I hang upside down from 2 tiny wires 20 feet in the air. Worked with baby tigers and even had to dye my hair black to look like a punk rocker, all just for 30-second commercials. My mom thought I would like watching other people act and discovered you can go and watch live TV tapings of TV shows for free. She thought it would be fun, so we got the two of us tickets to go watch Family Game Night being filmed. We had never watched the show before and almost didn't make it to the taping because they were full. My mom was not happy, but suddenly we got in there handing us shirts and name tags and giving us game rules to read. It was all a blur. We entered the studio and took our seats not knowing what to expect. After sitting there for a while, we figured out that they actually pick people from the real audience to play the games. We sat through the whole show and we were never picked. I was so sad. When everyone was getting up to leave, they came over to us and they said they had 2 available seats for the next show and asked if we wanted to stay. And of course we said yes! The show began and they started picking contestants again. As we were clapping and cheering everyone on, they called our names. Austin and Tammy! They put our names up on the big screen and we could hardly believe our eyes. That was us! We went up on stage and played our game and lost. Clearly my mom's fault. But we still had a chance to be in the finals. All the families went on stage and then it was just me and my mom standing there. We all had picked a key to try and open the treasure chest. The first family went and nothing. Then it was our turn. I put the key in and confetti and Monopoly money flew everywhere. This was it. We had made it to the finals. This was so surreal. We could win the grand prize if we could just win the game. Line by line, I picked cards and won money. $1,400, $2,200, $2,650. And then I picked the cat card on the last line, and we won a car. It was the end of their season, and we became the family with the highest amount ever won. And I was 10. Some say I was born with a 4-leaf clover in my hand, but I say you could do anything if you put your mind to it. We decided I should start looking for a manager, and that was when I started getting auditions for voiceovers. It wasn't long before I booked my first voiceover. It was a feature film called Dive Ollie Dive and the Pirate Treasure. I was hooked. I recorded a few other small jobs and commercials for companies like Lego, Legoland, and Disney. When I was 11, I booked Ruff-Ruff, Tweet, and Dave on Sprout and became Dave the Panda for the next 3 years. But I kept auditioning and going to acting classes, and I landed a role on True Detective opposite Vince Vaughn. I also worked on fun commercials like State Farm, where I played Kevin Love's Body in the Meet the Hooper series. I got to work with Chris Paul, Kevin Garnett, DeAndre Jordan, and Damian Lillard. That was one crazy week. I swam in $2,000 worth of dimes, threw money out of a second-story window, and danced on the roof of a car to dropping dimes. We swept up dimes all day long. Things slow down a little as you get older, but I was given the opportunity to work with Gordon Ramsay and his whole family at their house in Bel Air. They are the nicest family ever. That was such a fun day. I was missing so much school recording that I decided to do homeschool my 8th grade year. I continued to do homeschool my freshman year, but only for half the day. Then, I would leave around 10:45 so I could go home and start my homeschool classes and then go to auditions after that. I was so grateful that I still have my voiceover work on Ruff-Ruff, Tweet, and Dave. We all began to age and it seemed it would come to an end soon. Fortunately, with my older voice, I was able to book a role on a Nick Jr. show called Cleo and Kukeen, where I played the older brother, Tay-Tay. I recorded 1 season. I am now back in regular school, but still acting. So now you know a little bit more about my journey and what led me to starting my YouTube channel, Austinist TV. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Out!